This is QualityStocks. Today's Thursday, June 16, 2011, and today we're going to take a look at NetSol Technologies. This is a NASDAQ capital market stock trading under ticker NTWK. Obviously been in a solid downtrend since February. Looks like it's sitting on the bottom side of a channel right now and also on a support level. So we're going to put this chart on the watch list and see how it performs. Maybe getting some slight indications. Right through this area is when it's been downtrending. You can see the MACD histogram's trying to uptrend a little bit. And the MACD's also about found a baseline, maybe making a slightly higher low. Looks like a bullish cross could be coming. One more reason to put this chart on the watch list. A very similar look to the PPO, much like the MACD. I just mentioned, kind of finding a baseline right through here. It's bounced off this level several different times. ADX in a pretty neutral position. Positive DI starting to turn up a little bit with the 2 green days this has had. But a pretty decent position for potential movement. MFI also falling into the neutral range. All 3 components right there around 50. 7, of course, moving up. It whipsaws pretty easily. As I mentioned, 2 green days in a row. Got the 7 moving upward. Accumulation distribution kind of following along with the price per share. Finding itself in a channel on the bottom side of the channel right now, starting to turn up. Of course, with any larger movement, you're going to look for a break of either side of that channel. Shaking money flow, just reiterating everything else, kind of right around a bottom point right now. Selling pressure is still dominant, of course, with the price per share trending down the way it has been. But again, kind of at a baseline. CCI is trying to creep higher each time. We look for that wedge to get broken to the north side to show a little bit more bullishness. Full stow also right along with everything else, just riding right along the bottom. Maybe making slightly higher lows, still trying to come out of oversold territory at this point. Tricks, of course, a lagging indicator, and we're not getting anything positive out of it other than the fact that it's pretty near that bottom level again. RSIs, track that 7 for a long term. You can see the downtrend. All 3 turned up, as I keep mentioning. 2 straight green days. This is actually a bullish Harambee that's been confirmed. It's a pretty low reliability candlestick pattern, though, for a reversal, but a reversal pattern nonetheless. The thing I see in this chart, of course, is this bottom support. Bounced off of this, made a pretty significant move from $1.30 all the way up to over $2.30. Of course, it doesn't happen instantly. You can see it took a few months for it to reach those levels. Point being, it isn't a support level at this moment, and it looks like it's trying to bounce. So wholeheartedly, I'd be saying that this $1.30 mark has to hold as support. Otherwise, it would probably be a walk away from it, wait for it to set up sort of mentality. But you can see just coming through this area, the basic downward channel that it's been in. And when a chart's falling into this sort of pattern, it's trying to catch support from the bottom side of the channel. And of course, in this case, it's reinforced by the static support. So NTWK does have a pretty nice look from that standpoint. Trying to clutter it up with too many lines, but you can see there is a little bit of resistance right there at $1.40. It's almost against that. It closed at $1.38 yesterday. Resistance will pick up a little bit heavier, though, when it gets up near this $1.55 area. Old resistance level, old support level. Tried to hold as support, holding as resistance. That's going to be a key spot for it. Of course, at that point, if it does make this move and can break through that, you're talking about the short-term indicators will then rotate. It'll be trading over top the middle Bollinger Band. And it'll be challenging this 50-day moving average. So those are the things that I'd be looking for immediately with the NTWK chart. Volume is still pretty strong, 870,000 shares traded. There's liquidity in this stock. The indicators are in pretty neutral positions, kind of coming up on some make or break points to try and break through some old trend lines and try and get a little bit more bullish. So it looks like a lot of things might be coming to a head, so to speak, right now with the NetSol chart. I'm going to keep it on the watch list and see how it performs from here forward. As always, it's merely my interpretation of the NTWK chart. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.